Good morning to day 212. Boston Man in the house. Okay, it is actually kicking on 20 to 12. It's been that busy today, I've done no filming at all. So, let's have a quick look at where we are today. So we've got the electricians in, we've got the door guys in. Yeah?
You gotta get the heavy duty grease for this, but I will tell you this is my shirt. My other thing for two greases. I'm sure I get grease.
Okay, just oil it for now. Oil or grease? Stick the Bifold and just get some oil in there for now. He's got some oil down there. Yeah. 2:30. Still end up locking that down here for now. We've got the door being made, it's going to be at least another week and a bit before it goes in. So we're just sealing up down here to protect from the salt, wind. Starting to put the electrics in now, so we don't want to get them rotting away. Plus we're going to start putting breakers in and all sorts at some stage, so keeping that safe. Door frame is being put into the garage here, so we can start sealing that. And we're going to put a window frame in here and board it up temporarily for now until we get the glass done. Door tracks, as I said, have already been put together waiting to go in, but we're unfortunately having to chase out more concrete. Bloody painful. But from about here, we're about 1/4 of an inch going into about 1/2 an inch all the way through, so that's got to be taken out and then we're going to have to level lay. Good news is the windows are in, just being balanced up. In and around here, we've got the tiles going in the bathrooms. Let me show you that. They're looking good. Nice tiles too. That obviously go all the way around here as well. Bedroom nearly finished off, just need the returns done at the door frames and they need to be taken out. But other than that, screw up to the top. Just need that insulated. Not too sure that's going to be insulated actually. That needs to be done. Needs done as well. And we have another bathroom being done as we speak. And this man is cracking on with the bathroom as well. It's great. From this wall as well, the same width. That's all good. Okay, so we're 3:25. Checking out now, guys. Okay, so what we're doing, door frame. Door frame to the garage is now in. Door is being hinged as we speak. Obviously the front is sealed up. We're now cutting the two boards for the framework in here. Still making a massive noise and mess down there. Steps are being obviously plastered off on this side here, and the manholes are all going in. Electricians are now putting the conduit into the floor, which is what all the mains electricity, the data comms and gate entry and stuff like that, that's all now being run through the floor. So obviously that can be fed through. Hopefully it won't crush all that now. Front pipes, the gutterage has been put in here as well. So we're now going to pull lines obviously to run those through and punch them through the wall like we did with the ones on the house. That will be the drainage for the garage. And then in here we have the pipe that was crushed initially is now going through this way. So it's connected up, but we've got to make sure that it's got the right run on it. So we need to make sure that we concrete it. There's blocks and concrete on the floor. We put some marl underneath it. We're then going to fill that with stones to ensure that the pipe is on stones. We're going to concrete all of them in and around where the concrete needs to be. And then hopefully we'll stone over the whole thing so it's got a bit of movement in it. This will actually be a pathway coming through the side of the house. So it's not going to have massively heavy traffic, but it will have some. We've also still got to sort out the waste pipe here as well to this drain, so that's going to be ripped out and replaced. And we're going to connect that one through, and we obviously then got to sort out the actual the run and the concrete and everything to go with that one. Bear in mind that one goes through the actual footing. I know MB, I shouldn't have done that, but it's been done, what can I say? And then obviously this is going to be benched. So once that's actually finished, we're probably going to have to take that a little bit higher up, I would have thought. But obviously it can't go any higher than the one coming in. So we need to make sure we pull a line on the one on the front to make sure that's actually doing what it needs to do. In fact, let me show you that. Oh. Access in and out has actually changed. So you can see the pipe itself going through there. Look, it's now concreted all the way through. We've got to think about what to do on that. In an ideal world, we need to be doing the same thing with that one as we've done for this side. We need to be putting marl underneath it, and then we need to put loads of stones on it. And then, but obviously this is going to be the main traffic coming into the driveway. So we've got to think a little bit out of the box about how to make sure that does not move in any way, shape or form. Guys are finishing off, obviously rendering the top of the walls. They need to be done. They're doing those ones over there as well. That's been finished off here. It's got to finish this one as well. And then they're also marking out how wide the path is going to be coming into the house. So we've got the small path coming through the main gate, but then we've got a big path leading up to the main steps coming in. So we're going to have to block that on either side to ensure that obviously we don't end up having the mud coming in. Then we're obviously going to mull that obviously over the pipe, and obviously then there'll be concrete above. The well is still going on. The guys did have a little bit of a misfire on the compressor earlier, and it blew a gasket and smoke poured everywhere. They managed to get it going again, but they seem to have either disappeared or they've still had problems with the machine, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Obviously there's the pipe we've got to sort out still. And then once we've actually obviously got all this in, we're going to be marling this and going to be rolling this, but then we need to make the task of getting in and digging all this back up again to repair that pipe here and the pipe through there. So that is still not gone away. Still another thing I'm not looking forward to, that's for sure. But anyway, that's the way things are. Inside the building, the tilers are getting on really well. They're making great progress. Just take you in and show what I mean. You're not working again, Tyson?
Jesus, stop doing it on me, man.
Great job going on in here. These all pretty much finished, as we said earlier on. There's a lot of concrete coming out of there. Thanks, Rayside. These guys are finishing the windows here.
How's that?
And then in this one here, we've had to grow this bathroom by about 4 or 5 inches because unfortunately the plumber didn't put the mixer centre, so we've now got that grown by 4 or 5 inches. But great job going on there. And then we've got a bit of a rush to try and get all of the wardrobe areas insulated and finished, because we need to get the wardrobes fitted. They're being fitted Monday, so we need to get everything in and around those areas completed. Obviously there's a little bit here, a little bit there. This is obviously got to be boarded up, so is that, and then the insulation on the other side. So, but also it's the taping, skimming and the painting that needs to be sorted out. Rightly so, the person making the wardrobes doesn't want to install. To have a load of paint and dust and stuff that could chip the wardrobes. So rightly so, he wants to hold off until we're ready. But I want to try and push. The more we push, the more we get ahead. And obviously all the time we keep delaying, and then everything else gets delayed as well at the same time. So insulation is the other thing we've got to catch up on. Got to get the rolls cut. We've got to start getting all the insulation put in where it needs to be put in. So I'm going to get the labourers on that tomorrow. So one thing I do need to do obviously is get some of these elements, at least one skinned. I need to have plasterboard on them so we can actually skin them as well. So that's the aim. So there's still more to do. We've got some level laid to go into there. I'm going to do this one as well. Fingers crossed the tracks will start going in the next 24 hours. And that's in the main doors going in, so exciting time. 4:30, quick update. Show you what's actually happened today, a few little bits and bobs we've been doing. We start on outside. The electricians have actually now run all of the outside lighting under the overhang. The floor has been removed and all the supports have been removed in here. Everything's been cleaned out. The hole for the water has been punched through and it's been run to the back of the building. All the plastering, obviously at the top, has been finished off, although that bit looks a bit weird. These pipes still need to be adjusted as well, and some of the actual wood is being sorted out. Inside, window frame being made for the side of the building. Door track's been carved out, although we've had to go quite deep on this one for some unknown reason. Border line. And now we're digging right down and pretty much exposing the rebar, which is a bit concerning. So we need to obviously get some level lay back into that at some stage and work out what's going on there. Door frame is being put in as we speak, but it doesn't seem to be shutting at the moment. So carpenter's working on that as we speak. And then obviously most of the work has been happening in the back, obviously in the tiled bathrooms and plastering of the bedrooms. That's the main thing there. Out the back, the steps have been obviously done, obviously. We've got obviously the fronts that have been scooped off and levelled. We've obviously boarded up the front, which I said earlier on. Out here, obviously the conduits obviously been put in the floor now for the electrics, to the gate, to the front electric gates, and also the mains electricity that's going to go into that far corner over there. Obviously to power the whole building. At the same time, obviously the other pipe has been connected all the way along the back, which I've shown you anyway. So that's been the main things going on today. Let me show you obviously what else has gone on up on the roof, because we've had to have that redone again. We've unfortunately yesterday in the rain we had some leakage coming through the ceiling, like I showed you. So we're now had the roof redone. So let me get up there and show. Okay, so the guys have actually gone back over all the cracks again and tried to refill. You can see there was still a little bit. The actual gap itself is still a little bit low. I would have thought that would have been brought up a little bit more, but other than that, at least they've done that. And then we had a little one coming in this corner as well. So that's one thing we didn't think about as well, was obviously the drainage for here. We're now getting water collecting in there, so we have to think about that. We're going to have to drill a hole through the beam itself to allow the water to come through here, out the side. But either way, we're going to have to look at that. Can't have water collecting there, that's for sure. Design fault. But other than that, there's nothing really else to do. We've got to strip all this boxing off and get the wood back down again. And really do hope that this time the weatherproof does what it needs to do. Tomorrow we're going to obviously let that go off, and then tomorrow we're going to get some more water on it, just to make sure that it definitely doesn't leak again. As I said, this product loves water. It actually grows with water, so the wetter it can be, the better. So tomorrow we'll get some more water on it, see if it can try and help it cure. And obviously think about what we're going to do in that corner over there as well, because now we've got that beam in place, which is what it's meant to do. We're now getting water sitting there, which is a little bit of a design fault. So I have to think about that. I mean, originally there's meant to be a roof going over anyway, but obviously if we had driven rain going in, it still would have happened. It would have collected out of sight, out of mind. So anyway, apart from that, we'll obviously check the other side as well, make sure that beam is set okay. And I'll also go around and just check inside, give you an update obviously on how the tiling's gone. And then we get the tiling in here. Thanks, Mel. Looking good. Nice matte white tiles for the girls' room. I think that might be coming out a little bit too much, that one, that tile. But again, I'm trying to keep it straight. It's probably the window that's out. So down here, quite okay. The further you go up, the further it comes out. So, and the other bathroom is looking pretty sweet, right? Windows, more going on with windows. Tiles looking great in there. Again, back to centralise this one, which means we'll have the same size here, so it'll be quite a big shower in here. Just over 4 foot, 4 foot 4 inches, I think it is. So we'll put the towel rail on that wall there. So yeah, all looking good so far. Plenty of work to be done in there, that's for sure. We need to get that done because that's being fitted out on Monday. Still got to actually insulate in here and finish off the boarding itself. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get that done. Got until Monday to get it done, so plenty of time. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Should be good. But anyway, that's pretty much it from today, so I'll check in tomorrow morning. And also, I thought I was going to finish off with just showing you the steps. So the steps themselves, I've been chased back because they've all been very, very proud, and obviously the top 3 have already been skimmed in. So we're going to have to do that on all 6 steps in total, obviously, but the base as well. Also the well, the guys have been over here digging today, but I've not seen a great deal of activity, unfortunately. I don't know how deep they are now. Can't really see how deep the pump is, but they don't seem to be a great deal deeper than they were when they first came at the beginning of the week, so not too sure how deep they are. But anyway, the well itself, that's our new saga. How long does it take to dig a well? The mains water's been taken down the side of the building. You just see it behind this sheet. And it's now coming through there. That's where it's going to land up going. As you said that. Oh yeah, he's obviously going to take it along the wall. And that's where the hole is, where it's going to come into. So he's clearly going to run it along there. That bit of rebar hanging out there is actually a pipe down on going through the basement into the storage area for breathing, and that's the same. That's going all the way through for breathing as well. So we need to get some vents on there. Yeah. Need to get those obviously sorted out and boxed in as well. Not too sure why they're not being covered up. They need to be done as well. The guys obviously been working on the annex stroke cottage today as well, so but obviously as a result of that, you can see that the doors haven't been put back on again, so hopefully we won't get any rain tonight, because the rain will be coming flying in. Yeah, we normally have this covered up to try and stop any form of rain coming in, but the guys have been working downstairs, so it's good that obviously been doing it, obviously, but just hopefully we won't get any rain. Otherwise we're going to be wet again. We don't want any rain in there, that's for sure, so I might just put those back down before I shoot tonight. Just make sure we keep the rain out, because it's been nice. Other trades are obviously closing up as we speak. The window guys are closing up. I think the tilers are going to carry on until they probably finish, but I'll let them be the owners. I think more I can really do for them, so see you soon.